This weekend, I will be in Red Bluff, California for a historic event that is over 80 years old. I think this is the 83rd annual Bull and Gelding Sale in Red Bluff. BJ McFarlane joins us. BJ is the manager of the Bull and Gelding Sale. I know there's a lot going on, BJ. I can hear some of the events going on in the background, but this really is one of the biggest deals in Northern California.
Yes. We're excited. 83rd annual sales coming up. We're getting going. We're doing the grading of the halter bulls right now. The week's getting kicked off. Starting today at noon, our trade show will open in one of the larger trade shows in the Western United States. So we're excited about that.
So tell me about the concept behind the bull sale. These are bulls that are all going to be shown, and the same thing happens with the horses, right? Before they actually go through the sale, they've already gone through a show, right?
Yes, they would. They go through a sifting process, so we make sure we're selling sound, usable animals, whether it's the bulls, geldings, or dogs. They do go through a sifting process and a grading process, and just make sure that they're of the highest quality, and then nothing, no foreseen problems with them.
I'm going to be in a little bit earlier than I was last year. I'm announcing, obviously, the bull riding on Saturday night. We'll get to that in a minute. I want to see the dogs. I want to see the work. You sold a dog for like $20,000 or something like that.
Yeah, a couple years ago we sold a dog for $40,000.
Was that what it was? I was way low on the price.
It was pretty exciting.
Tell me about, where do the dogs come from? I mean, talk about that a little bit. And what do you do with them before they're?
We get dogs from the Western United States, Montana. We've had some dogs from Canada, all over the United States. Come here, and as well, we've sold dogs all the way to New York, I believe, about, I don't know, eight or 10 years ago. I remember we shipped a dog to New York. So they go all over the country as well. As far as working them, they get here in a vet. We have several vets here on staff that make sure the dogs are sound and healthy. And then we do cattle work with them. The owners need to be horseback, and we do a little kind of trial, and they get judged on their dog working or on the cattle working, going through different obstacles and loading in a trailer, just all sorts of obstacles. Make sure they're good working dogs.
BJ, the whole time I lived in Pendleton before I moved to Texas, I heard all the time about the Bull and Gelding Sale in Red Bluff. I'd never had a chance to go. Last year, you gave me the opportunity, along with the help of Jeff Davis from 4-Star Rodeo, to come announce the bull riding on Saturday night. That's kind of the final event. And Jeff said, you got to see this. You got to see it to believe it, how big this is. I really mean it when I say, and you can comment on this, this is one of the biggest events in the Western way of life that maybe more people need to know about and come be a part of. In Northern California, the Bull and Gelding Sale is a legend.
And growing up, most of my life, I used to consign bulls here before I became the manager, and some of us take it for granted around here. It's just we have to really think about it. It's a historic event, and like you said, it's the largest in terms of everything Western way of life is here. Whether you're working cows or dogs or horses, our trade show has something for everybody to see. You can come see the bulls, the dogs, and the horses work. And if you're in the market for any of those, it's a huge crowd, especially for consigners. You're not going to get your animals in front of that large of a crowd really anywhere else to showcase what you have to offer, which is kind of neat. And that's why we get as good at consigners as we do year after year in all three species.
Tell me about the gelding sale. Those horses end up going all over the country too, right?
Yes, they definitely go all over the country. And something new this year, we have allowed mare. We've got a few select mares. I think we have 7 mares in our sale this year, which is kind of groundbreaking. And the excitement is fun to see the excitement of our consigners and potential buyers. The social media aspect of it's been on fire. And so it's going to be a fun sale Friday night, and the consigners have brought some. And I've talked to several people this week. Horses are just getting in, but looking in the catalog, this might be the stoutest set of geldings and mares this year that we've had to offer.
BJ, okay, this might be Steve's dumb question to the interview, but I'm going to ask it. How did this become? what started the gelding sale concept? Most sales I go to are, barrel horses. A lot of people are talking about breeding opportunities, which, with geldings, you're not breeding them, obviously. How did it become a gelding sale?
It was the Western way of life when it started. The ranchers rode geldings, and it was tradition. Is why we have always had geldings, and I think we might have been the last sale that only allowed geldings. But changing with the times, we have some mares this year, and I think it's going to be an exciting time Friday night.
I know you've got some people knocking on your door, so I'll let you go. But the last question I have is about the bull riding Saturday night. I was amazed, and I get a chance to announce a couple of events a year inside that building, the Pauline Davis Pavilion there at the Tehama District Fairgrounds in Red Bluff. I was amazed at the crowd last year. Oh my goodness, that place was full, and it was loud, and it was fun. And Jordan Spears won it. He's entered again this year. That bull riding Saturday night. What a way to bring the curtain down on this weekend.
Yeah, and it was, and I appreciate you coming out and come back again. You were part of keeping that crowd alive, and it was a pretty wild crowd last year that had a lot of fun. A lot of the volunteers of the week, that's their time to kick up their heels, and it's a great time. Huge crowd. People enjoy it greatly.
If you want to do some shopping, BJ said it, there is no bigger trade show this side of Cowboy Christmas, I think, than what you find at the Bull and Gelding Sale in Red Bluff. BJ McFarlane, I appreciate your time. I look forward to seeing you this weekend.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, BJ. I can tell you got to